What'd you learn about life from your dad?
And my dad got girls too.
But those are small details.
That's a big detail,
Is
being
it?
that I found my dad's, Playboy when I was 5 years old. It greatly affected my motivation.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So that's part of the engine that drives Yay.
Absolutely, I remember when Pharrell was first in all the videos, and my girl was like, "Girls like Pharrell," and I was like, "I want girls to like me too."
Funny that that's behind all the ambition, all the drive. Is
That's
the
how we make people. That's how people are made.
it's the desire to be loved. Is that at the individual level, just being noticed, and also at the societal level of scale?
Well, now I've gone past. I'm like at that place where Nikolai Tesla was later into his career, where it wasn't about being loved. It wasn't about sitting at the dinner parties next to Anna Wintour and stuff. It was about getting the idea across. So I have these cells that are very, and I just keep on saying Ridley Scott, but Ridley Scott has a special anointing. It isn't just sci-fi what he's doing. There's something in there, just like George Lucas. There's something different that's there. So
What are you drawing?
I'm drawing these new living cells that we will exist in.
Hmm.
And this is over, okay, let's do like, I don't like talking about money because like man-made money anyway is like 4 quadrillion respected dollars, and then you have other forms of currency. Of course, social currency is super important right now, but this is a drawing, and it's at a pretty good place
What he's drawing, man?
now. This be 40,000 square feet. I want to start just talking in meters. I just think we should go to anything to restore the Tower of Basel, like they said when the. I'm just draw a person here for scale.
Yeah, that would help.
Okay. What do you think of that? Look at my person. See the scale in this room? All right. So,
Wait, the dot is the person?
yeah. I'm saying it's 40,000 square feet. But that would be like
What are the
counter.
other parts of the cell?
Okay, so it's a screen. It doesn't go all the way to the top, and it's one hole for light, but the water and the light and air all come in from the top. So that's like the mouth. And then this is the belly button. We're God's iPhone. We're his greatest creation.
So this is all connected? These are all connected?
Yes, I'm drawing how these other cells go next to each other.
What's the vision here?
Man, show the paper.
Happiness. Then we talk about like what's the motivation? Like, yeah, there's a motivation somewhere in the back of my mind of my family. And if it's like where Moses smite the rock and God didn't allow him to get to the promised land, because the promised land is family. That is the problem. That is earth. I mean, that is heaven on earth is family. Family is heaven. That's the promised land. And for your family to be together. So say I smite the rock and God doesn't let me have my family back. My mission in life is still to promote families at all costs and make families' existence easier. So you take this thing, you put localized,
That's nice that he want to promote love and family.
a localized farm, say if it's in community, that we do localized growing, and then we partner with Big Pharma and say, hey, you're actually going to make more money by making better food. Because at the end of the day, you want money right now. It's like everyone knows that between
That's right. Because if the product is good, you want more. You're going to buy more.
the pesticides and between the medical industry, and especially America, that we're keeping people sick. And we know that McDonald's makes food that kills people, and, Coca-Cola selling, sugar water and all this. Like, just in case I haven't pissed off enough people in power,
Yeah.
Okay, so
You're gonna piss off the sugar anybody that's powered on sugar. Yeah.
sugar. What's the health was actually a documentary on sugar. It wasn't about how bad meat was. It was like a reverse documentary on sugar. A
Yeah.
reverse. I don't know if you call it a reverse, like a sub, but if you watch it again, when they show sugar in it, it's just the sugar looks super clean.
Yeah. It's
So
just like
as I state these things, I know that I know I have protection. If I have God's protection, that's why I'm here to this date, right? So it it's for me to have this platform and express exactly what I feel because it's kids out there, right? That it's kids that are going to save the world through engineering and through facts. And I've got to
Kids are the future.
download as much of the information and as much of the don't be afraid to state your facts is the biggest thing because the world is being ran by fear. And that is, no, actually, God runs the world, but there's just like little cloud, this patina of our ego that deals with the money and the car and the girl we're dating and all this in the clothes we wear and spending too much on clothes and a lot of stuff that I've been involved with promoting. So now what I'm promoting is you have the idea, you say it out loud, like if you had Tourette's, say your truth out loud. If you hate Ye, you hate me, say that out loud. Say whatever you feel out loud. Like you say it non-violently, non-violent. I have to say that like as, as a shout out to Alex Jones, and Trump, where they try to say that when they say their truths out loud, that it's inciting violence. So let's be like really clear. I'm saying that they have criminalized free thought. I hate when people use they, like they gets the blame for everything, right? It's always they.
yeah.
Oh, who the fuck is they? Exactly.
Problem is they is us.
Yeah. Well, I love that. What we need to do is turn I to we. So we take the responsibility and turn they to us. So we take accountability to us. I to we, and they to us. And that relates, it's a language at the same time. You're seeing the language of our surroundings. You're seeing the language of, okay, one of the things, okay, let's go back to the cell explanation because I'm also doing what's that thing when Elon just put all the information in the open and people could figure out if they could figure it out and open source.
Yeah, open source.
So I'm open sourcing this idea right now so that, engineers and anointed people, anointed beings can collectively contribute to this to push our species forward. So where I've got to with my research is that there will be a hole at the top that allows natural light, natural air, and there's a constant water system. So it becomes like a water city where it's a constant flow it's regenerative. It's not wasting the water and it's just a constant flow. So I put the toilet really close to where I don't want to call it a wave pool, but
Is this a project or is like he want to do that for real?
in the pool, the water is not still.
So that exists in water,
Or is just his imagination right now? I don't understand.
surrounded by water.
Well, the living room is you have two rooms. You have the dry room, which people would call the living room before, and then you have the wet room.
That's a project of a house.
How's that a source of happiness? What is broken about our world today that gives you in terms of the pursuit of happiness, which is one of the things
Well, all of our
in
buildings,
the previous Declaration of Independence.
all of our buildings are based on just the industry and the economy. And then people lean into what people are used to seeing. Like what we think is attractive, because then you go back to the, women who give life. So everyone wants to be attractive to the attractive. And that's the reason why the media goes and gets, Bella Hadid, Kim Kardashian, Emily Ratajkowski, Those are the only ones I'm gonna.
There's more.
There's more, but I'm thinking of the ones that I think are attractive.
Yeah,
Like, so,
it is subjective.
yeah, because it's subjective. So to my subjective, which I think the only guys that could argue with me on my opinion on girls would be Brad and Leo, because we're the only ones with the track record. Everything else. So for everybody else, it's subjective. We've got history. So.